Shalom, Sister Kate here. Still on the MGTOW voyage, although I can see at least my participation excuse me, coming to a kind of end. There's been a lot of comments, there's been a lot of input. I think I understand the point of view. It's kind of a grim outlook as far as these guys are considered for the near future and far future. I can't say that what they're saying won't come true. I don't know. All I can say is there's a whole lot more going on there. If, in their eyes, society kind of falls in on itself, you know, society correcting itself is not necessarily a bad thing. If you're picturing a total destruction and revamp, I don't know if you're ready for what that's going to be like. We enjoy all the mod cons right now, and it's a pretty good life. If the whole thing falls down and we're back to square one, I don't know how many of you out there are ready for the pioneer life. Pastor and I live sort of like that now, and very few people are excited about living that life also. And we still have mod cons as a fallback. Without a fallback, really hard. If you think that's coming, you might want to be boning up on the skills necessary to live in that kind of situation, including farming, weaving, milling, masonry work, hunting skills, farm skills, ranching skills, and all of those done without any mechanical gas-powered engine assistance or anything like that. I mean, if you're talking about total reboot, partial reboot, different story. Anyway, one of the comments the guys put down, he indicated that what he found lacking in his female was loyalty. And I thought that was really interesting. So I want to ask you all, can I assume that what you were expecting was loyalty and that you gave loyalty back? Because I'm hearing from many of you, 80% of women are the ones who instigated divorce. Okay, so my question is, did anybody ask them why? Because I hear a lot of, for no reason at all, she divorced me. And that seems kind of strange. You do give me some reasons that she upped herself, you know, she left you for someone better. But there are also you who are sharing stories where she left you for someone definitely worse. So if she's leaving you for someone definitely worse, A, you're either deeply faulted yourself, or B, she was deeply faulted to begin with. And I'm of the Dr. Laura Schlesinger opinion that people see the faults in their potential spouses before they get married. They see them in that dating phase, and they just overlook them. I'm not saying that, I'm not even guilty of that. I'm saying people overlook it or think that particular behavior will change, or that particular behavior will not end up being a huge problem later on. I'm also not saying that you're wrong in missing that or skipping over it. It's really hard when you're young to picture, you know, that person still dropping their socks on the floor 30 years later. You know what I mean? It's really hard to project out how that particular behavior you saw manifests itself. Big behaviors like gambling, you're going to see that before it actually busts out and becomes a full-scale problem. And you got to put your foundation on something solid. Now, little bitty habits, you know, don't put the lid on the toothpaste and stuff like that. You then have to weigh for yourself, is that worth throwing away an entire marriage for the fact that someone won't put the cap on the toothpaste? And for me in particular, no, those little things are not big enough. The thing about me is I have stayed committed. My husband and I have seen the faults and gone through the bad times with each other and still thought it was better to stay committed than not. Now I get it. If the women alone are saying, I can't stay committed to you because you won't put the cap on the toothpaste, that's one thing. But if you're the guy not putting the cap on the toothpaste and she's asked you 27 times, or you know, you aren't paying bills on time, or you're spending all your money on something else, or, you know, la la da da da, I'm still not saying that's, you know, grounds for divorce. I do think divorce is too easy, and people get to just, you know, say, I don't like the cap toothpastey thing, I'm done. But anyway, I'm kind of drifted there. I thought that the man who said that he was expecting loyalty in his spouse, I thought that was the key right there. And it's something that, if what you all are saying is as prevalent as it is with the hypergamy and the hyperandry that you all have described, yeah, loyalty would have to be a really big deal in a committed relationship. I look at marriage as a contract. You're contracting a lifelong contract. That's a huge deal. I don't even know if people understand that it's meant to be a lifelong contract. You will now be tied to this person longer than even your biological family, than most of your friends, and everything is worth your lifelong commitment, if that makes sense. It should be one of the most important things in one's life. So if people, women, men, anybody are not understanding the importance of that relationship, it cannot be sustained. It has to be a committed situation. So that loyalty thing, that really struck a bell with me, and I'd like to know if and how many of you think that's a really important thing. All right. Thanks for coming by. Bless you.